Joined now by Will Howard, and Will, you just went through pro day. How do you think you did out there with those throws?
I think I did really well, man. You got to be confident, and I'm obviously my own biggest critic, so I'm never perfect. There's things to fix, of course. But I think I showed that I can make throws at every level. I did what I wanted to do, and at the end of the day, I feel like if you don't believe in yourself, you're selling yourself short. And I believe that I am. It's nothing against the other guys, but I believe I'm the best quarterback in this draft class, and if I think I came out here and showed that I can spin it with the best, and I think hopefully some of the teams agree with me, man. And I always talk about you just need one team to fall in love, and I think it was a great day. It was an amazing time just being back here with my guys, spending some time spending it with them, and being back in the building. It's just awesome.
The combine's different. It's not your guys that you're throwing to. What's the difference when you're out here throwing to a Mech, throwing to Carnell and Brandon Ennis again?
Yeah, it's great. The combine, obviously, there were some things said about it afterwards, but I thought I did pretty well, and people it was, I think, really Team Up North fans kind of blowing it out of proportion. I really, I missed 2 throws, obviously, but other guys did too. So, but obviously, it's definitely better being here in this building with my guys. You're more comfortable, but you always want to put yourself in uncomfortable situations. So, I wasn't mad about it. I thought I did well at the combine, and I got good feedback from a lot of people, except for pretty much the media. But it is what it is, man. It's part of it. But I think today was a great showing, and I showed that I can spin the ball with the best of them.
You can clip anything together to make it look not great. It's not just about your throwing, though. You've been able to show your confidence to these teams, how you can be a leader, which has always been a major part for you. What's that been like to be able to sit down with these teams and go through that process?
I think, I'm an elite processor, and my leadership skills are one of the best things about me, and I hope I've been able to show that to these teams in these meetings that I'm having, and I want to prove that I'm the best quarterback in this class, and I believe that, and I think that in these meetings, I don't think anyone interviews like me. I think I know the game inside and out, and I've seen a lot of stuff. I know a lot of stuff. Obviously, I still have more to learn, but I believe that I'm probably the most pro-ready quarterback in this class, and I'm excited for the next step, man. And whoever wants to believe in me, they're not going to regret it. Just like Ohio State didn't regret believing in me.
You say Ohio State didn't regret. I'll get you out on this. If you look, there's banners all around. What's it like to see those? I mean, your face is going to hang here at the Woody for a really long time.
It's crazy, man, because when I first got here, I saw, all these legends around this building, Chris and Garrett, and even dating back to Cardale and Zeke and all these guys that, you want to talk about Craig Krenzel and guys back in the day, Tatum and all these guys. And now the fact that I'm up there it's surreal, man. It's a blessing, and still doesn't feel real. But I'm excited to come back in a bunch of years with my kids and be able to show them that Dad won a national championship. So that'll be pretty cool, man. Awesome.
What do you think of the atmosphere out there?
Yeah, I thought it was great. I don't think Will missed a pass. Maybe one, but I was as good as I've seen him throw. He had pace on the ball. So that was great. I thought Emeka looked great running. The receivers did a great job. I thought the D-line drills were explosive. O-line. Across the board, I thought our guys looked great. I thought Mick did a great job putting it all together. I guess it's it's about 2:20, and we're out of here. So the goal today was to get over 150 personnel here from the NFL what they needed. And the information they needed, and then to get them moving, because we know their time is valuable. So I think they appreciate the efficiency that went on today.
What was it like to see these guys on the field here again? There was probably a little wistfulness, gee, it'd be nice to have them back. But what was it like to see those guys?
The first time when they first walk in, they see these banners and all the work that we put in this season, and during the stretch run, we were inside here, more. And just kept talking to them about these are the national championships right here. We need a banner right there. And the fact that it's actually there now, and just then seeing the faces right here, it's great for them. That's the first thing they notice. And then now we're into pro day, and you're seeing them now take the next step as some organization's going to get our guys now as they move forward. But it's exciting. I think that the feedback we've got from a lot of the personnel is just how impressed they are. Just like I'm sure you guys and your dealings with our players, just how impressed and mature they are. We got some real pros that are going to really help some organizations.
Ryan, how big was it for Bryson and Brandon and Carnell to be able to be out here doing this in front of all these guys and still having a lot of time to kind of prove themselves with you guys?
Yeah, and KJ and Caden also came out as well. I think it's good. I think it's good experience. It's good for them to realize, what's out in front of them, and it was good for all of our guys to support this class. You know, sometimes these events can get a little stale, so we try to turn up the music a little bit. We try to create an atmosphere and have our guys cheer them on. It was good. It was great to see our players out here.
Joined now by Lathan Ransom. So Lathan, Pro Day, how did it go? How does it feel to have all these eyes on you?
It feels good. I mean, when you're at Ohio State, you always have all eyes on you. So this is like another practice, another Wednesday practice for us. But it was super exciting to be here with my brothers again, around my teammates, and do what we do, man. So I had a lot of fun.
What does it show about the Buckeyes that you've got all these NFL coaches, scouts, everybody comes here to watch you?
Yeah, I think it says a lot. I mean, since I've been here as a freshman and come to the Pro Day, there's nothing but a bunch of scouts, a bunch of cameras. But Ohio State does a great job prepping you for that, and not letting the moment be too big, not getting nervous. So Ohio State preps you for that.
From the Combine to Pro Day, the draft, it's a month away basically. Does it all really feel real now?
Yes, it feels real, and I'm excited that this process is over, and I'm excited, for what the next 4 months hold, and meeting with teams and preparing for the draft. And when that day comes, I'm gonna be the happiest man in the world.
If these coaches were watching this right now, what's your pitch as to why you deserve a spot on their team?
I think I deserve a spot on the team because I'm gonna go in there and be a locker room guy first and foremost. Be a guy that you never have to worry about. I'm gonna know all the plays. I'm gonna be on time, and then you're gonna get the hardest hitting safety in the draft.
Obviously, you're out here to do a job. You're out here to showcase yourself, but you're also getting to do all this with all your guys, your teammates. How fun is it to see the other guys succeed and hope to fulfill their dreams too?
Oh man, I'm the biggest cheerleader out there when the other guys are going. So to see them go out there and see all the work that they put in to be as successful as they are, man, it means the world to me, and I'm just blessed to be a part of it.
Being back here in the Woody, I'm sure you've noticed the new banners, the
They look good.
How does it feel?
It feels good. I think, being here for 5 years, and this is all we worked for, was to get banners up on the wall and to be, leave our mark. And I felt that we did that and impacted Ohio State and everyone in Ohio. So that's all we wanted to do, and I'm glad we left our mark.
Last question for you, Lathan. From here until draft day a month, what's kind of the mindset? What are you doing leading up to that?
Yeah, just preparing to play football again. I'm glad all the testing and all this stuff's over. Now I can prepare to play football and prepare to do what I love.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
All right, so Jordan, just talk about Pro Day. You go from the Combine to Pro Day. How did it all feel out here?
It was cool. It was a great opportunity to showcase my athleticism, and whole Combine process was fun, so I was ready to go out here and run.
What does it show about Ohio State that you have all these coaches, scouts come out here to watch you guys out there?
That's really what we did this year. I mean, national championship, all the scouts got to come here because we won the Natty. We're the best players we got here, so we just wanted to showcase what we had.
Jordan, how cool is it to see all of the banners, the new pictures, all this stuff?
I didn't even look. Yeah, I see that right there. Yeah, okay. My bad. It's crazy.
So now,
for
how
sure.
cool is it to see all of
Oh
it?
yeah, it's worth it. All of it was worth it. The hard work. Being a senior, it means everything, So it was a great feeling.
What do you feel like you were able to show out there today?
I feel like I could play every position. Most people can't say that. People had questions on my speed because of the position I played, but I just kind of scratched that off. So jump well, so I felt good.
What has it been like just going through the NFL draft process?
It's been cool. I like talking about football, so coaches installing plays and everything like that, but I just like talking about football, so it's fun for sure.
Do you have any visits scheduled with teams?
I got some local days, so I'll go out there.
How much do you lean on your other guys going through this process together?
Yeah, I lean on all of them. Like all of us being back together in the locker room, we all got pumped up, fired up for this moment. Last time to really get on the field with our guys, so it meant everything to go out there, especially the seniors. I've been knowing those guys for a minute, so it meant everything.
Jordan, I was talking to your mom and dad a little while ago. 4 years goes by really fast.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Does it almost seem like it's a blur now? Or go ahead.
Yeah, it seemed like a blur. Like I came in summer in Rowley, like it just happened quicker than anybody else. So, but it was all worth it in the locker room for sure.
What was it like having, you said, that last time together with this group? I mean, did you guys talk about that at all? Did you take a second to take it in?
Yeah, we was too focused on what we was gonna run out there. You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely cool. Our nerves got down. It was like, damn, we really finished it together. So that's all it comes down to.
How do you measure success of a career here?
How do I measure it?
Yeah.
I feel like national champion, it speaks volumes for sure. Worked too hard, and we wanted to give everyone back to Columbus. That's what we did.
Joined by Jeremiah Smith, and Jeremiah, just to be able to watch Pro Day, knowing that next year that's going to be you out there, what can you take away from a day like this?
being out here, seeing how everything operates, how pro day actually is, my first time actually seeing a pro day in person. So, just, seeing all the scouts out here, just can't wait for myself to be out there. I wish I could have went out there today, but just got to wait for my turn to come out there next year.
When you look at this offseason, how have you been trying to better yourself? Obviously, it's hard to do better than your freshman year, but trying to grow.
Yeah, I feel like it's always, room for improvement. I never think I'm too good to learn something new or, just get better at something. I'm always a person I want to learn, but for me personally and, peers around me, just, being a leader, being more vocal, that's one thing. Something, I think I'm getting better at, but there's always room for improvement. But just being out there, being uncomfortable, that's builds growth. So that's one thing for sure, being a leader.
The coaches have talked about being the leader. How can you be a more vocal leader? Like they say, you're great in the room, but trying to get you to be a more vocal leader.
Yeah, I think I seen something on Twitter. Coach was saying he leads by examples, but they want me to lead more by being more vocal. But how can I do that? Just calling someone out when they're not doing the right thing, or just they do the right thing, tell them to do the right thing, I should say. But that's one thing I've been working on for sure.
When you look at your freshman season, have you had a chance to reflect on the idea that it's hard to argue that you weren't the best receiver in the country, one of the best freshman campaigns in the history of Ohio State?
You said again, I'm sorry.
What's it like to reflect on that and realize it was one of the best, campaigns in Ohio State history as a freshman?
It's a blessing, people to say that. I just feel I just went out there, just last year I went out there and been myself the whole season. Didn't really look into too much of the hype. Just wanted to go out there and play football, just enjoy myself each and every week playing new opponents. Especially when the playoffs came around, it was just like a click that is in my mind. Like it's definitely time to turn it up a notch. So it's definitely freshman season I had was pretty good, I should say. But can't wait for this year, this upcoming season, to put on a show for you guys this season.
Perfect. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Joined now by Emeka Egbuka. So, Mek, you go from the combine to pro day here. How has that whole experience been for you?
It's been amazing. I was training out in Scottsdale, Arizona, so it's beautiful out there. Got to get back to the West Coast a little bit, but definitely miss all my guys. So coming back here with them at pro day was definitely amazing.
Yeah, how did that feel just to kind of reunite here, and how'd you maybe lean on them out there a little bit today?
Yeah, we had a special group of guys ever since we were freshmen, so just making it to this moment with them and just so much encouragement, and they motivate me every day.
What does it show about Ohio State that you've got a handful of NFL coaches, scouts coming to Columbus to watch you guys?
Yeah, I think it's every year it's like that. We produce year in and year out. We have great talent, and this year's no different. So we're looking to put on a show, do everything to the best of our ability, our God-gifted talent, and yeah.
You've performed on the big stage for a long time. That doesn't bother you. When you've got all eyes on you, all these coaches' eyes on you, do you kind of thrive in that environment a little bit?
Yeah, honestly, I'm just trying to do what I love. I don't really notice the attention too much. When it comes to like running routes today or something like that, that's something I find a lot of joy and passion in, especially when I get to do it with Will Howard, one of my closest friends, and all the other receivers who are out there on the field with me. So it's definitely fun.
What have you learned about yourself throughout this entire draft process? Because it's unlike anything you've probably experienced before.
Yeah, it's tough, it's difficult, but I think narrows the path that leads to success. So few find it, and I just try my best to stay focused every step of the way, and I have a lot of great people in my corner who definitely help me out.
You showed a lot at the Combine. What do you feel like you showed out here today that could maybe set yourself apart a little bit more than you already are?
Yeah, coming out here today, just trying to check all the boxes, do everything the right way. I think it's important for me to be able to meet coaches in person and really pick their brain also, because I'm just trying to learn as much as I can before I enter the league. So building those relationships and those dynamics is very important for me.
So you reunited with your guys here today. What's it going to feel like when you all kind of know where you're landing next?
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. hopefully I get to pair up with a few of the guys. That would be a dream for me. But they all have such bright futures ahead of them, so I'm excited to see where they all end up.
And last one for you, Meg. I'm sure you noticed all the new signage around.
Oh, yeah.
Does it kind of just bring you back? I mean, you're a national champion. You always will be.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think the longer it's able to sit with me, the more surreal it's going to become. So seeing all the banners and everything like that is just amazing. Just how our class was able to leave our mark on this great university.
What is it about you that sets you apart? And if a coach was watching this, what would you say to them of why you deserve a spot on their team?
I mean, I think I'm one of the most reliable people in this draft, regardless of position. The guy who's going to be in the building early and leave late, accountable in all facets of my life, not even just on the field. So I try my best to live a life that's pleasing to God, and I'm going to do that to the most I can.
I promise this is the last one for you, but you've talked about how you've looked up to the guys who have been through Columbus, now playing in the league. How are you going to serve as that inspiration for the guys who are still going to be in Columbus watching you on the big stage?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to do as much as I can to get back here often. Definitely got to see my young guys thrive. So whenever I get a bye week or something like that, I'm trying to make it back to Ohio Stadium. But they don't need me to be successful. They're going to be successful in their own right. They're super talented, and they're all dedicated and focused.
Awesome.